Hello everybody, I'm Nate and this is Peach Domino Paper Crafts, and this is video number 3 in my Planning My Planner series. This is going to be my new planner. We're going to do a life gamification system in it, but first we have to figure out what we're going to put in it. So we have figured out things we want to track. We have figured out what our regular projects are going to be and determine the steps for them. We have come over here and made our charts for our regular projects, a couple of them, so we know how we're going to put them in the new journal. And our next step is to figure out food intake. Now I've kind of already done this a little bit. Let me show you. I know that we need this on our foods. Let me zoom you in. We want to track our calories, the fat inside, the salt intake, carbs, and the protein. And there's probably more I want to track, but this is the stuff I'm actually going to track. I'm tracking the salt because I do have high blood pressure. It hasn't actually been called hypertension in my presence before, but that doesn't mean it's not. Calories, of course, because I'm trying to lose some weight. The fat in it because fat, protein, and carbs are the trifecta of health, apparently. You want, as far as mine goes, you want less carbs, more protein, and fat is, in the middle. But yeah, that's why I'm tracking those. I'm gonna try to eat high protein, low carb, right? So here's how my chart is gonna be for that. It's gonna be within my day chart. Get the right one up here. And it's gonna be right here in this spot on my daily chart. And we're gonna have the food I eat, calories, fat, salt, carbs, and proteins. And I thought about putting the time in there, but I'm not as worried about timing. I might be later, but I'm not for now. So this is how that's going to look, and I'm not going to draw that in yet. I'm not ready to dedicate that. Now, as far as tracking blood sugar, we know that I need to track first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning plus 2 hours, because that's going to be breakfast. Right? I'm going to hit my blood sugar, I'm going to eat my breakfast, and then 2 hours later we're going to see what my sugar is. Same thing for lunch. Do the blood sugar, eat the lunch. 2 hours later, what is the blood sugar? Save it for supper, and then what is it when I go to bed? Right? And again, that's going to be in my daily. Right up here at the top, we're going to have time and the value, because I want to make sure I know what time it is when I'm doing all this, because I'm trying to get to where I'm tracking it all at the same time every single day. Right? So that's 2 trackers down. Next, we have our weight and body dimensions, okay, which is measurements, right? So here's what I want for measurements. We want to track our weight, chest size, left and right bicep, waist, and it said hips, but I didn't write hips down. I might have on the other thing. Left and right thigh, left and right calf, shoe size, and neck size. Right, because those are going to change. Alright, so I've already used my pencil and pre-drawn something, and I'm not sure I like it. We might change it. Let me zoom you out. You're zoomed in awful close. Here's what I drew. Don't laugh at my human, because that's just a human. And we're going to call it measurements, and we're going to write the date, and we're going to put in neck size, chest, both biceps, the waist. Yep, I did add the hips right there. I don't know if you can see that. both thighs, both calves, shoe size, hat size, and weight. Because my hat size has changed. When I was 12 years old, my hat size was 7 1/4. And it has not changed until apparently this year I am now 7 1/2. 7 1/4 is too tight. Maybe 7 3/8, but definitely not 7 1/4 anymore. So we're going to track that too. And this is nice and all, but I don't really like it because if I'm keeping up with the date, then I need something different. I think we're going to do a tracker like we did for our fancy journals. We're going to get a purple pen, and we're going to put measurement, log. Okay, and that's going to be what it's called. Then we are going to get a ruler. I want to get a longer ruler. I don't like having those dots in the middle. See? Nope, too short. And we pull out the granddaddy of ruler holders here. And that should be long enough. We're going to use that one. See? Lots of rulers. I like stationary. Don't laugh. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn it over. There with my lid. It's okay. And we're going to make this kind of small because it's just going to be the date. We're going to go like that. Make that line. Can you see what I'm doing? Am I close enough? That's a little better. Okay. And then we're going to give it a couple of spots. I got a lot to track, but that's okay. This is going to be the date. And then we're going to have neck size. Chest. Left. And right bicep. I don't think I have enough room to keep going 3 spaces. Because that's just left and right bicep. I still have waist, hips, thigh, calves, shoes, hat, and weight. So I still have 9 spots to go, and I don't have room to make 9 spots on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're gonna move to 2 spots instead. We've done date, chest, left and right bicep, and neck. So for waist, we don't need a lot of spots for waist anyway, right? It's only 2 digits. Same with the hips. Most of these are only going to be 2 digits. I think the only one that's 3 is weight. But here we go anyway. Left thigh. So when I put it in the big journal, it'll just be 2 spots. Right thigh. There won't be these 3 spots right here. Left calf. Well, that went all the way bottom and it shouldn't have. Gotta be more careful. Right calf. Shoe. Hat. And weight, we're going to give 3 spots because it is a 3-digit number. No matter what I do, I will never be a 98-pound weakling. That's okay. So right here, we're turn this way a little bit. We can write date. here. So a little, so y'all can see what I'm doing. In here, we're gonna write neck, smally, very small. Chest, left bicep, right bicep. Okay, waist, hip, left thigh, right thigh, left calf, right calf, shoe, hat, weight. Then I might have a little depiction of a person or something right here. Something healthy. Alright. We're going to draw our line across here. And then we'll do it this way. And the first time I'm going to take all these measurements is going to be January 1st. Now the question is, do I want to do it monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly? I don't want to do it yearly. But I am going to be doing my weight once a week. So, should I do my weight bi-weekly? Let me know in the comments if you think I should take my weight bi-weekly or weekly. Or even if I should only wait and do it monthly. And how often you think I should take measurements for clothing. I will say, I am very proud of myself. This time, not last year, but the year before, I weighed 385 pounds. Or 86, I'm sorry. That was my highest weight. My highest weight ever. When I came out of the hospital for my kidney stone, I had contracted pneumonia. Hospital contracted pneumonia. Very, very hard to get rid of, apparently. And I had bloated really bad, you know, collecting all those liquids from my kidney stone, because it still had not passed when I left, but the pain had gone away enough that they would let me go home. And then I came right back because, of course I did, because pneumonia. And then I immediately, after they fixed the pneumonia problem and left bruises all over my body, because every single vein, they put the vancomycin, is that what they use, in there, and it would just pop vein. So I had bruises everywhere, but they cured the pneumonia and they let me out, and I came back that very same night thinking I was having a heart attack because I couldn't breathe, and it was for fluid retention. But when I left the hospital, I was 386 pounds, and I did not do anything about it. I'll tell you that for true. Didn't do anything about it. I didn't care. But when I realized I didn't fit any of my clothes anymore, and things were harder to do, I decided I needed to get healthy. I didn't care what my weight was. I needed to get healthy. I needed to be able to do things again. There were stairs to my house, and every time I went to do the stairs, I had stopped halfway through, and there were only 3 of the things. So I started, not much. I started trying to drink more water and less soda. Trying to eat at home more, less convenience foods. We got a puppy. That helped, because puppies need a lot of attention and are very energetic. So I'd kick the ball around the yard for him. Because our other dog, she's 13 now. She was not having it. And then I found out I was diabetic, and they put me on Ozempic. And I lost a lot of weight on Ozempic, but I started to kind of plateau. So they switched me to Mounjaro, which I'm now taking a lot of. Very high dosage, in my opinion. of Mounjaro weekly. And I am down to 305 pounds. I was trying to get to 299 by the end of the year, and that just didn't work. I didn't make it. That's okay. I'm still working on it. The Mounjaro is helping a lot because it makes me sick, which sounds like a bad thing. But if I eat the wrong foods or if I eat too much, it makes me sick. So, anyway, that is our measurement log. But y'all let me know how often I should measure my weight and how often I should measure my clothing measurements. So the only things we have left to do are when did I last? I'm not even going to put that on a sheet of paper. I'm just going to put that in the binder, or in the notebook, I mean. We're going to turn to a page, grab a marker of any color, it doesn't matter, something with a brush. Here's a nice blue. We used a lot of blue. Let's get a different color. Here is a pencil. How did a pencil get in there? Here's a pink. Let's do pink. And this is a Sharpie Creative marker. They don't really bleed very much either, to be honest. About as much as this Pigma Micron. So we're gonna go when did I last? And there's not going to be a whole lot on this page, that's why I did it like that. I wonder what this would look like. This binder is for me to test things. So, I'm testing things. I'm not good at this part, by the way. It's under shading. So I just do. It either works or it doesn't, I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about this. I'm only doing it to this part to see what I think about it. That was a bad one. I don't know how I feel about that. Y'all let me know. Okay? Okay, so when did I last? Let's start with when did I last clean the oven? When did I last rotate the pantry? Gotta make sure those out of dates are in the front, right? Or nearing the out of dates. When did I last clean the AC filters? As I think of more stuff, I'll add it to the list, but that's all I can think of right now. Is when did I last do those things? This is very big and I don't like it. We'll do something smaller. But I don't know how I feel about this. Y'all let me know how you feel about that part. Okay? Now the last thing on the list here, and we'll go ahead and put it in here because it's going to be short, and that'll be the last of the Planning the Planner series. Well, no, it won't. There's one more. At least. Is media consumed. Okay, we want to track the media consumed. Okay, so let's say media consumed. We'll make that prettier later. Another date. So, as far as media consumed, what do I want to keep track of? Well, I want to keep track of movies and TV. And as far as that, I want to know title, date, and platform. You see? Not that, date. Okay? And then along with the movies and TV, I'm gonna have YouTube content. And on YouTube, again, we're gonna have title and date, and then channel, right? Because obviously I want to know who I'm watching the most. We're going to want to track books. Good night, we're not using this for anything we need to read. Oh, that's horrible. Give me a different color. And graphic novels. I think orange is gonna stick with being a color in type of thing. Ooh, that's bad. Color over it. Okay, now I guess I can zoom in a little. Title, date, author. Okay, and what else do I consume? That's it, I think. Movies, TV, YouTube, books, graphic novels. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else, but this is basically how I want it to look. And I'll split the page into 4. Y'all can't see. There we go. Get y'all over here where y'all can see. I'll split the page into 3. And I'll move this down there and that up there. Because by far I consume the most YouTube. And that'll be how that works. I'll just have a prettier headings. And if, pardon me, if you have any other media you think I should consume, or if you have any suggestions for books, YouTube channels, graphic novels, movies, TV, anything, let me know. Music. Title. Date, artist. Haha, I knew there'd be more, so I'll just put it in 4. Anyway, that's the plan, and that is the last of the being in the not new planner. So we're going to move to the new planner in the next video and show you what I've already got set up and what's coming. So I'll see y'all in the next one.